This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Friday, June 13th, 2025. Let's go ahead with the news. Israel conducted a series of strikes on Iran early Friday, sending oil prices surging as much as 13% and global stocks spiraling amid worries the conflict could spread. Several top Iranian security officials and scientists were killed in the strikes, Iran confirmed. Key Iranian nuclear facilities and military bases were also targeted. In response, Iran fired about 100 drones at Israel. Israel's military has quoted, "Several Middle Eastern nations had to close their airspace to commercial flights, causing airline stocks to fall." Amazon, Walmart, and other major corporations are exploring the possibility of issuing their own stablecoins in what would be a shock to the traditional system of credit card payments. Citing anonymous sources from the Wall Street Journal, embracing crypto could save the company billions of dollars in fees and allow them to process payments more quickly. But it would also likely spook the nation's banks. Any decision by the retailers, though, will depend on the Genius Act, a proposed bill to regulate stablecoin. Apple is now aiming to release its long-anticipated Siri upgrade by spring of 2026, according to Bloomberg reports. That would mean almost a 2-year gap between the initial announcement and this, quote, key step in its artificial intelligence turnaround effort. While some were expecting progress toward a more personalized Siri at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference this week, Apple executives defended their decision to rebuild Siri from the ground up. The plan now, according to Bloomberg, is to release it as part of iOS 26.4. In partnership with the National Hurricane Center, Google is testing a new artificial intelligence model for forecasting tropical storms. The tech giant has launched a new weather lab to provide predictions that are, quote, often more accurate than traditional forecasting, but not yet intended to replace it. The AI model can predict a storm's path, size, and intensity up to 15 days ahead. The goal is to give people time to prepare and minimize harm from extreme weather. President Donald Trump's administration this week provided deportation officials with personal data, including the immigration status of millions of Medicaid enrollees, a move that could make it easier to locate people as part of his sweeping immigration crackdown. An internal memo and emails obtained by the Associated Press show that Medicaid officials unsuccessfully sought to block the data transfer, citing legal and ethical concerns. Nevertheless, two top advisors to Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. ordered the data set handed over to the Department of Homeland Security, the emails show. Officials at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services were given just 54 minutes on Tuesday to comply with the directive. 1 week after he was brought back to the United States from detention in El Salvador, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is scheduled to be arraigned Friday in Tennessee on charges of human smuggling. The 29-year-old has been the subject of a prolonged battle since he was brought and deported in March to El Salvador's Secot mega prison, despite 2019 court order barring his deportation to that country due to the fear of prosecution. The Trump administration, after arguing for nearly 2 months that it was unable to bring him back, returned him to the U.S. last week to face a 2-count indictment alleging that while living with his wife and children in Maryland, he participated in a years-long conspiracy to haul undocumented migrants from Texas to the interior of the country. A Florida sheriff issued a stark message to protesters planning to demonstrate this weekend against increasing ICE arrests nationwide. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey said, if you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and then jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains, because we will kill you. Graveyard dead. The deadly crash of a Boeing 787 Dreamliner in India raising new questions about the beleaguered airline manufacturer. This is the first crash involving a Dreamliner since the jet debuted in 2011, and it challenges Boeing's recent turnaround efforts, including a record order by Qatar and a major production boost in May. It's not yet clear what caused the crash in India, but investigators are focusing on a possible lack of engine thrust, according to the Wall Street Journal reports. The U.S. Army Reserve has recruited a set of Silicon Valley executives to form an innovation corps and bring tech upgrades to the service. Andrew Bosworth and Shyam Sankar, chief technology officers at Meta Platforms and Palantir, respectively, are joining Bob McCrew and Kevin Weil of OpenAI to make up the inaugural unit. Their mission? To advise on what tech to buy and whom to recruit to prepare for wars involving more drones and ground robots, and the AI needed to coordinate it all. Tesla's Model S and Model X have gotten a facelift, and it comes with a $5,000 price bump. Journalists and car enthusiasts on X aren't impressed, calling the upgrades slim and minor and quite disappointing. So what are Tesla's glow-ups? They include a smoother ride, less cabin noise, ambient lighting on the dash and console, and new wheel designs. While Tesla hopes the new features will revive sagging demand, online commenters said Tesla is starting to fall behind upstarts like Rivian and Lucid. JetZero, a California-based aerospace startup, announced plans to build a new $4.7 billion factory and headquarters in Greensboro, North Carolina. The company is promising to create 14,500 jobs, producing futuristic, fuel-efficient planes with an all-wing design. The jobs will pay more than $89,000 per year on average, according to the state. A prototype of JetZero's Z4 aircraft is expected by 2027, and it's backed by airlines including United, which is planning to order as many as 200. Thousands of users reported difficulty accessing Google iCloud services on Thursday, with outages also reported on Spotify, Cloudflare, Etsy, and Discord. A Google status page acknowledged the issues shortly after 2:30 yesterday afternoon, with the company later reporting most of the Google Cloud products had confirmed full service recovery just before 5:30 p.m. According to Down Detector, more than 14,000 Google Cloud outages were reported at the peak of the disruptions, while Spotify had as many as 46,000 reported outages. For more news and information that you can use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com along with daily deals and coupons for the weekend. Don't forget Cityscape Radio for sounds you'll remember as well as podcasts you'll enjoy. Don't forget also Brownstone Living Magazine is currently available as well, the digital version at brownstoneworldwide.com on the cover of the website of the same name, Brownstone Worldwide. And don't forget, follow me on Substack, Paulette on the mic, for journalistic commentary and content. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.